I have very straight, oily hair. Jessica has curly, dry hair. What is
Okay.
the one product that we can both share?
I would say the product you can both share is Dove's Cream Serum because it's not going to weigh either of you down and it's not going to like turn either of you into like an oil slick, but it's going to be like a perfect cream for her and like to be able to manipulate her curls with, but it's also going to be enough for you to not make your hair feel really dry. And as long as you just obviously don't put it up on your root and just really work it down through your ends, that's going to be one of the best products I think styling wise for you guys to use. Do you share the same shampoos and conditioners, or does she use something specifically for curly and you specifically for a little bit more fine?
We use specific. I'll use something specific for fine. She'll use it for her curls, and she has very thick hair.
Okay, excellent. Well, I would also love for you to dabble in, because right now Dove just reformulated their entire moisture-like line, their shampoo and conditioners, their daily moisture line, which actually is probably light enough for you to use, and it's enough moisture for her to use. So I would love for you guys to also try that, just because if she is using something like only for curl, it might be just too heavy. Because I know most curly-haired shampoos and conditioners, they just have so much moisture and protein in them that it might be weighing her down a little bit. And with fine-haired shampoos, if you're using something like that, you said your hair was fine, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And so normally what that means is you're using like a really heavy stripping shampoo that's probably stripping your scalp too much, which is why you're oily. Because what's happening is the shampoo is actually stripping off all of your natural oils, causing your head to kind of be shocked. And now it's saying, oh my God, I need to produce even more oils now. So that's probably why you're getting oilier just, for reasons that you don't even understand. And it's probably just because of what's in those shampoos and they're taking too much of your natural, because you want some of that natural oil to work down through your hair. That's what gives it shine. You just don't want it, flat and totally looking like your oil slick to your head.
Right. So I'm guessing it's true what they say that you shouldn't wash your hair every day.
You can if you're using a great product. I mean, I know with you, you're gonna have to definitely like start styling your hair right away. Where I've imagined Jess probably can let her hair air dry most of the time, and come out with a little bit different result. Yeah. So with you just have to make sure that you do dry your hair like instantly, because the last thing you want is your fine hair to come out of the shower and like start taking that shape of your scalp, because you want that lift. So if you can instantly get your like roots up and really activate them with the blow dryer and a little bit of like a volumizing mousse or something like that to buffer it, then I feel like it'll really help you out a lot. And even sometimes if you have to shampoo your hair every day, what you can do is, I don't know if you're a girl that likes to work out and that kind of stuff and you also sweat. But you can use like just a dab of conditioner and just shampoo your hair with that, because you can still as opposed to, like I was saying, the shampoos sometimes, especially if you're using those fine-haired ones, they just overstrip. So if you just use just a little bit of a conditioner, it'll still clean you, and you can still manipulate your scalp with your your massaging motions and things like that, and then just rinse it really, really, really well. I mean, and I think especially for you being fine, rinsing your hair is going to be one of the most important styling techniques you can have. And do you rinse with cold water?
I do.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, because that also gives you that little bit of shock to your scalp and your hair follicle that makes it want to stand up, just like when we get goosebumps in our arms and things. So that always kind of helps.
So I've been doing it wrong this whole time. I now understand.
Well, that's why, this is why I'm here. I'm here to help.
Yeah. So it's starting to get cold in Chicago, unfortunately. Summer's almost over. What is the go-to product to protect your hair from the harsh weather?
Wow. I really think it was the one that I kind of told you about. I wish I would have known you were setting me up for this question. Yeah, no, I think actually the daily moisture is going to be fantastic for that, because as it does, as it does get colder and things like that, you just need something to protect it without being too heavy.
Right.
Also, if you could start using more thermal protectors, that would probably be amazing. Are you a heat styler? Like, are you a curling iron, flat iron type of girl, or are you more just a blowout girl?
I'm more of a blowout girl, but Jess uses her curling iron all the time.
Okay, so definitely I feel like if you could find her something that is like a thermal spray or something with UV filters in it, and it's just gonna end up helping everything. And I mean, I didn't know it's getting cold in Chicago. We were there 2 weeks ago, and it was brutal. Like felt like 105 degrees.
Yeah, today it was in the high 60s.
Oh my God, that's like 40 degrees difference.
I know, it's ridiculous. The Chicago weather is very weird.
Well, wow, I guess Dove just brought the heat. I guess that must have been what we did.
Exactly.
We rolled into town hot.
Please come back.
I know, right? It's like I would love to come. I loved Chicago. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It was my first time there, and I'm definitely coming back.
It's a great city. It really is. And last question, what is the newest hair trend that we need to start learning? Because we've learned the braids and all of that, so what's next?
Yeah, so I mean, the big thing was that whole fishtail braid. You know, that was like the whole thing forever, the very messy fishtail braid. You know what I would love girls to really start embracing once again are like the Velcro rollers. And even because I just really want to see more of that Jessica Rabbit, Veronica Lake, you know, like really beautiful, billowing, gorgeous, put together hair. Everything I feel like has been about creating separation and waves and tousled, and I would just love to see some glam, sophisticated, shiny, glassy hair coming back, because I just feel when women put that on, they're just like, you know, you feel glam, you feel like old Hollywood, and I just feel like that's a look that so many women can get if they knew how to use, like, you know, Velcro rollers or hot rollers. It's just, you know, our generation is kind of like, Velcro rollers, that's for my grandma, you know, and it's like, well, but grandma back in the day had long hair, and that's how she styled it, and that's how she got her beautiful, you know, all those beautiful glam 60s dudes.
Right.
So yeah, I would be looking for a lot more sets and things like that, and not so much like it's put away the flat iron and get out the rollers.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely be pulling out our rollers.
Fantastic. And if you need any tips or anything like that, always go to dove.com/greathairaffair, and we've got everything covered for you there.
Perfect. We definitely will.
All right, Jill. Thank you so much for your time. This has been fantastic.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
No problem. Have a great day, and I hope it warms up a little bit in Chicago for you.
Thank you.
Yep.